Hey guys, Warren Bass Brothers Fishing DMV out here at Burke Lake in Virginia. Gonna get out here, try to get on some fish. I'm gonna only be out till about noon today because it's supposed to be in the 90s today. So a quick 5-hour trip out here to Burke Lake in Virginia. Stay with me. I cannot believe I left my X-Drive at home. It is all manpower today, guys. Amateur kayak fisherman on a new kayak also. But it's all part of learning. So I'm probably not gonna cover too much of this lake today because somebody made a boo-boo. You can see what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a big hole in the hull where the X-Drive would have been. I don't even have the standing pod with me that I could have just put in there, but we're gonna make the best of the day. Only the second time I'm out fishing on this vessel, so working out all the kinks. Just saw some fish on the sonar behind me. Got a fish, guys. Small fish. All right, so first bass of the day is a dink. These hook pretty good, so we're gonna figure out how to get them in. There we go. He's got these treble hooks everywhere. So I got a little dink bass, little teeny guy today so far. All right, so skunk is off the kayak. See if there's a big one out there somewhere. So that was caught again on the Bandit 200 red for the slightly stained water crankbait. Dives down to about 8 feet. That's what that fish was caught on, right over here by the grass. Got no fish, guys. Wow. Looking these guys in some crazy places. All right, another bass, guys, a little bit bigger than the first one. It's the second time these fish have gotten these treble hooks underneath their jaw. All right, so a little bit bigger bass. He's a little chunkier. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm in the shade. But I got another little dink bass, again over by the grass line. So bass number 2. He wanted to go. It seems like these fish are hugging this grass line over here, which is perfect for oxygen and cover. So we're gonna keep fishing this grass line. Got another fish, guys. All right, trying to stay ahead of this guy. Got another fish. Oh, he's fighting pretty good. Come on up. Oh, okay. Come on up. All right, this guy's giving me a little bit of a fight. Okay. All right, a little bit bigger fish, guys. All right, this one's much bigger. This one put up a nice little fight too. Oh, much bigger fish, guys. So we got about a 2-pounder here. Nice clean looking fish. Oh yeah. Again, right over by this this grass line. Actually, let me back out because I do want to continue to fish that grass line. This one put up a nice fight for a fish this size. You'd think it was a lot bigger. All right, buddy. Had you out the water long enough. Let's get you back in here. All right. Jump. There we go. Starting to upgrade in the size of these fish, which is a good thing. Again, they're right along on this grass line over here. I don't know if you can see it because of all the glare on the screen. Size seems to be getting a little bit bigger. That last little 2-pounder put up a nice little fight. It was actually fun. I had to figure out how to land them. I'm starting to get it now. Can't really, you need to leave about 10 feet of line. Well, not even 10 feet. I'd say about 6 feet of line when you're trying to land these fish in a kayak. That way you can, once you have it in here, you can actually put your rod down and be able to remove hooks, do whatever else you need to do without having to let more line out of your spool. So switched over to a shallower diving crankbait. It's the Orange Belly Craw by Strike King, the 1.5, Naeem's favorite bait. I'm gonna throw this in here because I'm seeing these fish near this grass line, and that Bandit is diving just a little bit too deep. Got a fish, guys. Got a fish. Another small bass, but a fish nonetheless. Yeah, a lot of these guys are getting hooked under the gills for some reason. Here we go. Another little guy. Not bad. Back in the water you go. Don't know where the big ones are hiding, but we're gonna keep fishing till we find them. That was on the Orange Belly Craw, the Strike King, square bill crankbait 1.5, right along the grass line again. Fish, guys. Fish on. Fish on, guys. All right, buddy, let me get you. Fish on, guys, right up in the cover. Not a bad looking fish either. Looks like he's been caught a few times before. That was on the Bandito bug. Actually, let me get out of this strike zone. Right up in the shade where I thought he was gonna be. Not a bad looking fish, been caught before though. Yeah, nice little belly on him. Another nice fish, guys. Right up in the shade over here, I decided to throw the Bandito bug. It was sitting right there in the shade, relaxing. All right, let's get him back in the water. So it's 11:05, starting to get a little hot out here, so I figured I'd throw the Bandito bug up in the shaded area, and sure enough, the one's sitting right up in the shade. Just like us, they don't like being in the heat. Hence why I'm only fishing till about noon. All right, so that last catch was on the Bandito bug. It's the, I forget the name of the color, but it's green on one side, like green pumpkin on one side and blue on the other. I have a 1/8 ounce sinker on it on my Lose Carbon Blue. I do a lot of finesse fishing with this one, even though it's a bait caster. So it has a very soft tip. All right, guys, that does it. It is now 1:11, 111. My wife would be laughing at me because every time she looks at the clock, it says 111, or it's all ones. That does it for the continuing education. That is me learning how to kayak fish. I am new to kayak fishing, guys. I'm loving it so far. There's a lot of things that I got to figure out when it comes to this kayak. Overall, today was a good day. I fished for approximately, 5 hours. Picked up 5 fish. I call that a fishing hour, I guess. But the fish were a little active today, earlier in the day. I caught 4 on a crankbait. 3 were on the Bandit 200, the red Bandit 200, because the water's slightly stained. One was on my brother's favorite bait, which is that Strike King 1.5, the Orange Belly Craw. So I caught one on that also, and then another one is on my brother's favorite soft plastic, which is the Bandito. Did not really fish the Ned today, which is normally my go-to when it gets tough, only because there's a lot of high drillers out here and it'd be very difficult. Not even the drop shot was working that well. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out until the next time, guys. If you like our content, go ahead and pound on that subscribe button. Pound one. And then, of course, hit the bell so you can get all the uploaded videos. We got a lot of videos coming up. This is Warren, Bass Brothers Fishing DMV, signing out. Deuces.